All right, this is your ER verb vocab list. You actually have on the same vocab list, you have IR verbs and RE verbs, but we're not talking about any of those. We're pretending like they don't exist for now, and we're just dealing with 1 through 23, okay? So I'm going to go through all of them individually if you're here just for the pronunciation. That way you can listen to it and be gone. And then I'll go back through and give you the meanings for everything, okay? All right, so you have aimer, arriver, chanter, chercher, compter, continuer, danser, demander, détester, donner, écouter, entrer, étudier, fermer, jouer, parler, passer, regarder, rester, rigoler, tourner, travailler, trouver. Okay? Aimer is to like or to love. Let me fix that extra. There we go, all in one line. All right, so aimer is to like or to love. And if you noticed when I was saying all of these, that ER on the end of each one of these words, these are all verb infinitives, it makes the ER, or the long A sound for every time ER is on the end of a word. And if you remember, an infinitive is just to plus a verb. So all of these will be to something. Okay? All right, this one, arriver, is to arrive. Chanter, to sing. Chercher, to search for or to look for. I'm going to change the format of this so it'll all fit in one place. But on this, I'm going to skip over really fast, really quickly. All right, now you can still see all of them. All right, so for is chercher, and I know it's going to look different than what your actual paper is at the moment, but just bear with me, okay? All right, so number 4 is to search for or to look for. If you go over here to number 18, regarder is to watch, but it can also be to look at. So you cannot just put to look for either one of these. If you are looking at the board, it's going to be regarder that you would conjugate. If you are looking for your pencil in your notebook, you are searching for it. So that would be chercher. And this, you actually have to put the word for, so I'm going to take that out so I don't confuse anybody. All right, so compter is to count. Think about like computers, computing things is counting things. Continuer is what it looks like. It is to continue. This one is what it looks like. Don't say is to dance. But this one is a faux ami, which means a fake friend. This is not a cognate. It's not one that actually is what it looks like. So demander does not mean to demand. It means to ask. Whoops. So this is asking for something, okay? All right, détester, to hate or detest. Donner is to give. Écouter is to listen, so like listen to your mother. Entrer is to enter. If you enter in somewhere, you would use entrer. Back up here. This one, you have seen words that are similar. If you think back to our classroom vocab unit, you had étudiant, which meant student. So now you have étudier, which means to study. They're both from the same root word in Latin, and in English for that matter. All right, fermer is to close, like you close your notebook or you close the door. Jouer is to play, whether you play an instrument or most sports that you play, most games that you play, you use jouer. There are a few exceptions on playing things where you would use a different verb, but not often. Okay. All right. Parler is to speak or to talk. I always ask students if they've ever seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and the further it gets out from those movies, the fewer have seen it. But I know in the first Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean movie, and then at least the second or third one, maybe in all of them, if someone wishes to talk to the captain, they can say parley, and that means they can't be harmed until they have spoken to the captain. This is where it comes from. It means to speak or to talk. Alright, passe is to pass, but this is like to pass by something. I'm passing by the board. I'm passing by my house on my way to town. And it can also mean to spend if you are talking about time. So if you spend time with your grandparents, you are passing time with them, is how the French look at it. So most of the time we use it to pass, but if you are spending time with someone, you can use it that way as well. Okay? We talked about regarder. Rester is to stay, or some people have put to remain. Either is fine. They mean the same thing. If you're looking it up on word reference, a few people found something similar to like to be remaining, or something similar to that. Basically that's the same thing, but on your test you need to put either to stay or to remain. Most of the time I use to stay, but I'm not counting off for remain. Okay. Alright, rigoler word reference has something different than what I want you to put. I want you to put to joke or to joke around. Tourner is to turn, possibly to spin. I use to turn more often than spin, but it is the same thing. Or it means both things, rather. Travailler is to work. And then trouver is to find. So those are your regular ER verbs. All of these are conjugated exactly the same. There's another video that will be up or is up now. I don't know who's watched what and that kind of thing at this point, but there are your ER verb vocab words. Find the other video to see how to actually conjugate and use these in a sentence. And then, as always, if you have any problems or you have any questions, please let me know.